Pulled up here. I already done told him that I was not going on a date. He wanted me to go on a date. I told him that I needed my hair and my nails done. My hair is not done. My nails not done. I don't know what type of lady he think I am, but I told him that I wasn't coming, and he still pulled up. Why would you show up here? And I told, do you have my money? Thank you for the flowers. Does it look like I'm ready to go on a date? I told you when you DM'd me that you needed to have me in order first. How am I gonna go on a date? My hair's not done, my nails is not done. Like what's going on? I want my hair and my nails done.
Why you got them done?
I don't care if we met today. That's your job, but you want
How much is it?
$250.
$250. You gonna go out?
And then after I go get my hair and my nails done, yeah. $250.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man done pulled up here. I already done told him that I was not going on a date. He wanted me.
The men on the flip side don't want a woman that's saying, I don't need you.
Ooh.
I make my own money, so what do I need you for?
But wait, can I ask you a question? What is the problem with I don't need you to function in my life, but I do desire you. I do love you. I do want you, but I do not need you to function.
Oh, SD, what's up, SD? So
You talking that up on the humble,
Okay,
because that's
go ahead,
not
Trip.
that's and a lot of times I don't even fall in line with the traditional conversation, but like that's not how that badge gets worn.
Okay, how does
that
it get
badge
worn?
doesn't get worn as I don't need you, but I love you. It's I don't need you because you triggered something in me that validated what I thought about y'all all along.
OMG, can't do anything for views. This is fake beef, fake toxicity. You're doing anything for views. It's getting old. It's getting tiring. This is $20,000, all hundreds. Baby, I used to sell my pussy. OMG, can't do anything for views.
My thing is that I want it every night, every morning, every second, every hour, every minute, every millisecond. I want it all the time. I need that.
Coming at you with another fat girl social theory. I get hit on and catcalled by the ugliest men. Like the grossest, most underbelly of society feel like they can say hi to me. And I believe that tall, beautiful, thin women don't experience this because men think because I'm fat, they have a chance, but they know that there's no chance in hell this hot model will ever say hello back.
It's because your sexual market value is low because of your weight. That's why you attract men who you think their sexual market value is also low. You two deserve each other.
Coming at you with
Have you ever heard a man say, I'm an independent nigga, I don't need a bitch with
Yeah, all day,
He was
every
gay.
day.
Why don't women approach? Why don't women approach? And I'll be honest with you, I do approach. But of course, this is me. I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't approach. But what I've realized is even if, and this goes back to the whole idea that for women, you could be extremely good looking as a guy, but it's not going to be enough. Where men, it's easier. It's you're hot or you're not. You know, women. I could see in a really attractive guy, and I have seen a really attractive guy across the bar. And as soon as I approach him, I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
Wow.
Because now he's going to think I'm interested. Now he's not going to leave me alone. And now I got to be actually just kidding. I'm not interested. And then he's going to get mad, which has happened. You know what I mean? Because as soon as he talks, I can't, there's something about his personality I just don't jive with. Right. And so women, it's like we need a little bit more than just looks to make us feel inspired. That makes us feel intrigued. Why don't women approach?
Why do y'all make getting in a relationship so complicated in America? Or maybe it's just Miami. But in Jamaica, a man will see a girl he likes, carry her out, and say, yo, we're there, because they had a good time. He likes her vibe. You might be his third girlfriend, but that's not the point. Point is, it's simple. So guys, it is mind-boggling when a man in Miami says, there's the getting to know phase. Then you start planning dates. Then you start dating. Then you start talking. Then you start talking heavy. Then maybe you fall into a relationship. And this conversation came about because he got my number. Every day we're talking, he'll be like, oh, where you at? Let me pull up. Or, oh, pull up on me. I'm at the club. And I'll be like, do you like me? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, you haven't invited me on a date? So I was kind of confused. He said, oh, this is the getting to know phase. I was just getting to know you before I start planning dates. How you gonna get to know me in the club? I don't even like going to the club unless you're my man, because anything can happen. And I'm not saying Jamaican men are super romantic, but they want to get in your brain a little bit. They want to talk to you. And I thought you get to know people on dates. So which one is it? Guys, help me here, because I'm lost. Don't you start hanging out and randomly pulling up after y'all had a couple of dates and you like each other and decide we together? Or am I delusional? Why do y'all...
Black versus European.
Look, bro, we ran a train on this nice young lady, right? But this wasn't your typical train, you feel me? It was me to...
Twin, stop the story right there, twin. Just stop, twin. No cap. If anything, the hope would be that she is not a nice young lady.
Always hear women talk about broke men. Why don't y'all hear men talk about broke women? Because there's a lot of broke women. I've dated a couple, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you dated a couple broke bitches?
And
why you dated them?
Obviously, I don't prioritize women's finances as much, so, you know, that's not a priority to me. You know, I wouldn't be always be like, oh, a broke man is miserable. Broke people are miserable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a man thing, it's not a gender thing.
I feel like with men and money and women, it's just always gonna be funny, because if she makes too much, is uncomfortable, because now he's the bitch or he's the wife or he makes less.
Let's keep going there, honey.
You know, and then if she has nothing, then she has to abide by whatever he says and probably like be his property in most cases. So women that don't work allow themselves most of the times to get cheated on, embarrassed, disrespected, because they can't maintain their own lifestyle without a man or don't want to.
Y'all want to be equal in everything until it comes down to finances. Then it's like, oh no, y'all still the bro, y'all supposed to still provide. That's what the Bible say. Always raise your hand.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, it be the prettiest females out here selling cat. Like the ones that you always see on the trips and you like, damn, like she fine as hell. Selling cat. Selling coochie. That's why she always in another country, always in another state. Baby always traveling. She's selling that cat. But anyways, I'm moving, so this is why my nail's not done. I broke one off and I just had to pop the rest of them off because it just looked tacky. But yeah.
There ain't nothing more powerful on this.
Y'all, I have been seeing them advertise this.
Where? Nobody sells that. You made that burger that big with that stuff on it.
Y'all, I have been seeing them advertise this.
Where?
I like my men like I like my ice cream cone, drizzled in chocolate. Can you hold that?
You literally put down black men to put up your white husband.
Wait,
and then
when
you
did I
still
do that?
cuss him out. Because your attitude, I'm going to be honest with you, is the reason why a lot of black men don't want to be fucked up with us, right? You're giving that same attitude that black men complain about to a white man. You would probably prefer to be with a black man, and that's why you're angry. And I find that among
I don't
black
desire
men.
it.
Yeah,
I don't desire it.
But you don't
My
desire it.
options are open, Tasha.
So you're
I'm
dating white men by default because of how black men have treated you.
I'm 29. I'm not ugly. I don't have
I
a
ain't
problem.
saying nothing about you being ugly. I'm saying that
I know
when
you're
I
not.
see black
So I'm saying
men,
I'm 29. I'm not ugly. My options are available. Like I'm not
but
dating.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You may not be ugly, But your attitude and how you gave your husband that business to the world is very ugly. So you could be beautiful,
Of course,
and there are a lot of beautiful.
arguments.
Listen, there are a lot of beautiful black women that are 1,000. Fuck a 10, they're 1,000. But they ugly and tainted on the inside based off of them not dealing with their own experiences. Black women have a problem thinking that men are supposed to save them. You save yourself. Once you save yourself, you will attract men from all races, just as I do. I could go into Africa, I could go in America, I could go into Asia and attract any type of man. But for me to isolate my feelings towards one race, and I'm raising a black son.
It's so interesting that you think
no
that when I
different than a black
just
man.
told you. I literally just told you that my idea is to have women expand their horizons. I was never looking for a white man when I found him. I was actually with the Filipino guy. Actually, at the exact time.
But you found him. He didn't find you. He found
with the
you.
Filipino time at the exact Filipino man at the exact time that I got with my husband, and a black man before that. So I wasn't looking for white men only. I got with one, and now it is my preference. It wasn't before when I found him. Now it is my preference. So it's just preference. Like I don't feel like it's like, oh, you're like stop dating completely. No, it's just my preference. Is your preference black men?
My preference are all men.
Oh, okay, mine too. And
yeah,
so I love
but
that for you, and that's what I'm
but
trying
here's the
to
thing:
have
I don't
other
need
women
to
do.
put down a black man to put up one. You literally put down black men to put up your white husband,
Wait,
and then
when
you
did I
still
do that?
cuss him out. Because your attitude, I'm gonna be honest with you, is the reason why a lot of black men don't want to be fucked up with us, right? You're giving that same attitude that black men complain about to a white.
Oh yes, and let us not forget this. Men feel stressed if their female partners earn more than 40% of the household income. So when your wife is more successful, you get sad. Also, the marriage starts to crumble when the woman makes more money.
I don't think it has anything to do with the actual money itself. It's that when a woman starts making more than the man, she starts disrespecting him. She stops seeing him as valuable. She starts being overall harder on him in general. Instead of loving and appreciating the things that he brought into the relationship, she assumes that she's so much better than him.
Oh yes, and let us not...
Woman's body can do trying to reject the baby. We will even try to cleanse a man's sperm out of us. Just like, you know how toothpaste, how the fluoride goes straight to your brain?
Yeah.
Fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. You're swallowing DNA that is going right there to your brain, connecting with your spinal cord. You're wondering why this man is always in your thoughts. And you can't get over him and how you're letting him just manipulate you and all of these things because like you're combining your soul with this man.
The seed is very powerful. So when a woman swallows the seed, that is what really stays in her for her life.
Mixing your DNA and allowing your DNA to just be out there. You know how they say the semen they're lost at sea.
Ooh,
you know?
ooh.
Semen is lost at sea. And so like
Yes.
when women are swallowing seeds.
The seed, yeah. That's the seed, yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it, but you know, I feel like it's been so glorified in today's society because these spirits are nasty.
Yeah, it'd be the
freaks, it's succubuses and incubuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart. I'm tired of the wickedness, you know what I mean? Yeah, I keep saying that. You know, like,
I have this guy friend that always tells me about girls that he's hooking up with. Like, he'll be like, oh, I want to see this girl. Oh, like, now I'm hooking up with this girl, blah, 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 another girl. And I'm like, apparently they're aware that he's obviously, like, seeing other people. And they're okay with it. But I can't hear this. I can't hear it anymore. Because I'm like, that's me. Like, I was that girl. I'm normally always that girl. He's just like, yeah, look at this hot Latina. And I'm like, how about love? How about finding love? Don't you want to fit? How about a monogamous? How about a monogamous relationship? I have this guy friend that always tells me.
Well, if you make the assumption that... What happened to the guys that will kidnap you for the weekend? Like, not kidnap you like that. I mean, like, grab you up. You over there, you got a toothbrush and a...
One time when I was taking a shower at my ex's house, I come out of the shower and I see him going through my phone. And I had no idea he even knew my passcode.
A lack of boundaries is spiritual weakness. There are energies that you may try to subdue. But baby, when them boundaries aren't strong, they will literally laugh in your face.
But you know what the thing is? This young lady gives the answer to something I've always had a question about. I'm gonna go ahead and let this video play. We'll come back and talk about it.
How come, you'll give it to a whack dude before and then make a good guy wait? I don't think that you're trying to make the good guy wait. I think that you want him to see the value in you. Sometimes I'm like, all right, if I give it to him too soon, he's gonna think, like I'm not a good girl, or there's no, I'm just a quick, easy F or whatever. And I think that's sometimes what women will do. They'll make the guy that they really like wait longer, because that's who they really like see potential in. I might see a husband in you, and just like men like see certain women like, oh, she's wifey material, or she's just somebody I'm gonna smash. I think women are able to do that as well. Like, he's got a lot of good qualities. He got some good stuff going for himself. I'm gonna just, let me see how it goes. Let me make him wait for it. And then, hopefully you guys can build on the relationship more instead of just the sexual, and then it can blossom into something else.
Now, I do think she did a pretty good job explaining this, but I do have some issues with what she just said. She said she wants that man to think she's a good girl who doesn't give it up easy. Now, see, that's the problem right there, because the key word was think. You don't want that man to think you're a good girl who doesn't give it up easy, when the fact is you do give it up easy. You just give it up easy to other men. The reason why most men don't respect a girl who gives it up fast, because it tells that man a lot about how you value yourself and your body. So if a man is looking for a woman who values herself and her body, you are pretending to be her, because you are sleeping with men fast. You are giving your body to random men. You want him to think you're a good girl. And based on this definition of what a good girl is, you're not, because you're sleeping with random men. You're giving those men the same thing that this man is supposed to treasure and value. There are plenty of men out there who don't care how many men you've slept with, and those men will still wife you. So you women need to deal with those men. For the men out there who want a woman who doesn't sleep around or doesn't give it away to random strangers just because, those men are looking for someone different. You guys are cosplaying as one of those women, and y'all don't see a problem with that. You women are basically bamboozling that man, making him believe you are a woman who values your body, and you're not. That's like one of you women going out looking for one of those provider men, and you meet this guy and he's taking you out to dinner, paying for stuff, helping you out with your bills, and everything's good. Then all of a sudden you marry him and you find out he really didn't have any money.
There are an increasingly large number of women who are just choosing not to get married and are choosing to stay single. There's a mating crisis going on, and that women who are becoming increasingly college educated and getting access to resources of their own, that they do continue to exhibit an increased preference for partners with resources. Women are what we call hypergamous, right? Which means that we like to mate up in terms of achievement and educational attainment. And when you have a populace like we do in the US of women who are now on average more educated than men, it makes it more difficult to find a suitable partner. If you're a woman with an advanced degree and you want somebody who has at least as much education for you, that's going to lead to a more narrow pool of mates. There are an increasingly
Being a friend does not mean that I'm supposed to just take your side. No, if I'm friends with somebody, I want you to call me on my shit. Because
you can't get off this subject. I gotta ask you a question.
Obviously, you're a low-value dude if you're wasting your time on a married woman, because if you had value, you would have options. You wouldn't even be looking at that married woman. So increase your value. Obviously.
Remember I made that TikTok that said don't go 50-50 with no man? If you a man and you get on the internet saying, oh, I don't like women that do this, wear this, da-da-da-da, it's like, okay, fine. But why ain't you with the women that you do like, you do prefer? I mean, I'm just saying, why waste your time talking about the people you don't like? You already don't like them. The only thing left to do is talk bad about them. That's a little far-fetched. Yeah. If you a man and you get on the internet saying,
would you guys rather let your boyfriend eat out your best friend or spend a year in jail?
Spend a year in jail.
No, you guys spend a year in jail.
Oh, me spend a year in jail? You can eat out my best friend.
Huh? You're gonna let him eat your best friend out?
I'm really scared of jail, so he can eat out my best friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Would you guys...
What's the smallest you've ever seen? Is she black? What is she?
She's black.
She's black? Oh! Can you wing woman me?
What, for the interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. What's your name?
My name is Dee Dee.
Well, first thing first, what is your type in a guy?
Good hygiene, family oriented.
Okay. Does a guy have to be 6 foot to date you? What's like the minimum height you can work with?
As long as he's like 5'9".
Would I meet the criteria or no?
How tall are you?
Like 5'8".
I'm taller than you in heels. So
a little bit.
If that's not a problem for you, then
I don't give a f. We do not care.
It.
What would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like an 8.
Yes. Yes. What's your favorite food?
Korean barbecue.
Oh, you like KBB? Would you be down to get KBBQ?
Hell yeah.
Let me get your number.
My nigga.
Is she black? What is she?
She's black.
In the face, but she's super thick. I'm just thinking with my dick. Love, nigga, I don't need nothing, nigga.
You say that again to my face. What did you say about my brother? Won't stop till
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.